A question that we get almost daily here at Unbound is realtors asking us what videos should I be making for my real estate YouTube channel, and that's the exact topic that we're tackling today. So make sure that you stick it out until the end. Let's do it. Hi, and welcome back to the Unbound Creative Agency channel. If you're new here, my name is Yoka. I am the founder of Unbound, and we help realtors launch and grow real estate YouTube channels so that you can attract the right kind of leads instead of having to continuously chase them. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell before we get started so that that's out of the way and you get updates on future videos. And also, if you would want more information on how we can help you grow on YouTube, there's a link in the description where you can book a free call with our team, and someone will walk you through what exactly we can help you with and what our agency program entails. Then let's get started for today's topic. What videos should you be making as a realtor on YouTube? And specifically, we're going to be talking about the 5 types of videos that we see work well across markets and cities, and we sort of advise people in our program to make those videos. Of course, we will research whether or not people are searching for those topics, but in general, these are the 5 videos that every realtor should have on their real estate YouTube channel. So the first video is cost of living. So cost of living plus your city plus a suburb, and then an in-depth walkthrough of how much it would cost for a young family, for a retired couple, depending on your ideal client, to live in your city or area. We see these videos do very well because people that move from another part of the States have no clue of how expensive life in your area is going to be like. So a very honest, in-depth walkthrough is something that they find valuable. I do want to say something here that sometimes we have agents at the agency where we tell them to shoot multiple cost of living videos. So we ask them to shoot cost of living videos for all the different neighborhoods that they're active in. And then they come back to us and they're like, well, it's all the same video. And you might know that all these different suburbs have, on average, the same cost of living, but people that are researching these topics don't know that. So for someone moving from a different city who's researching what neighborhood to live in your area, they will first then find, oh, you have all these different suburbs and these are the names. And then they will want to know, what does it cost to live in this suburb? What does it cost to live in that suburb? And they will search for those specific terms on YouTube. And so the reason that we would advise you to make different cost of living videos per neighborhood or per suburb that you're active in is because every time someone searches for the cost of living in a specific suburb, so not just the entire city, but a specific suburb, your video would pop up as well. So you have to look at these videos as an entry into your complete channel. And of course, do an overall cost of living video for the entire city or area that you're active in as well. But make sure that you also make those per suburb, even though for you it might seem like, but they're all the same. For people that move from a different part of the States, they don't know it's going to be the same. They will search for those different suburbs and the cost of living. And we want your videos to pop up every single time someone searches for cost of living in one of those suburbs. So that's the first one, cost of living. Then the second video that we see does very well across markets and cities is pros and cons. Again, there's nuance to this. So you will want to do a pros and cons videos plus moving to plus your city. You will also want to do a pros and cons videos of pros and cons plus living in plus your city. If you're in a retirement market, you will also want to do one pros and cons plus of retiring in plus your city. So as you can see, this is like pros and cons can already be 3 different videos. The reason that we include the cons, this might seem a little bit counterintuitive, because if you're a realtor in a specific area, you of course want to talk about that area and why it is so great and why people should move there and all that stuff. But what people come to YouTube for is honesty and transparency, and they want to actually figure out whether this suburb or this town or this city is the ideal city for them to live in. So if you can be the person that is completely transparent, completely honest about, hey, these are all the good things about living here, and these are the not so good things about living here, so that your viewer can then decide on their own whether or not that's the right fit for them, people on YouTube will greatly appreciate that, and they will start looking at you as an actual expert, someone that they can trust, that will speak the truth, and someone who isn't just there to sell them on something. So pros and cons is definitely something that you want to make videos on, and you can even then elaborate it even further, going the best things of living or moving to my city, the worst things of living in and moving to my city. Now, the next type of video is something that we see realtors struggle with because it's not just you sitting in front of a camera talking. And the third type of videos are vlog tours. This is basically where you take your smartphone or your camera with you outside and you walk through these neighborhoods, walk through these suburbs while explaining things to your audience, to your viewer. The reason we see this work so well is, again, YouTube mostly, like, if you're already living in Denver, you're probably not going to use YouTube to search for moving to Denver. Like, you already live there. If you want to move suburbs, maybe, but most likely people looking you up on YouTube or searching these things on YouTube are people from out of state or from at least out of the city. And so they don't know what these areas look like. So it's not enough for you to just sit in your office and talk about these neighborhoods. Yes, you can do that, and then you can add B-roll or images of these neighborhoods in there, but nothing feels as real as an actual video of you standing in that neighborhood and filming yourself while talking, in the meantime showing, oh, and this school is great, or this street is great if you're a family with young kids, and look, there's a school over there, and then you can show them. That really takes people with you in those suburbs, in those parts of town. And for people who are from outside of the city, that is something really valuable. So it does feel a little bit uncomfortable when you're first starting out and you've never vlogged before, but it is something to consider. It can really boost your channel, and it is also, even when a lead would reach out and they're like, well, I'm not really sure yet what neighborhood I would like, you can just send them an email and go like, look at these vlog tours. We've done vlog tours from all these different neighborhoods, and let me know which one you want to go and look at houses in. So number 3, vlog tours. Super efficient, a little bit more time consuming to make, but super efficient for lead conversion. The 4th video that you should definitely be making is where to live in when moving to, so where to live in plus your city when moving to plus your city. This way, the reason that we include both of those terms is because you basically hit 2 keywords at once for the YouTube search results. That being said, it is an ultimate guide for people who follow your channel or people who are thinking about moving to the area. It's the ultimate guide of different neighborhoods, why a certain neighborhood might be better fit for someone than another neighborhood. This is really like you talking to someone who does not know your city, who does not know your town. How would you explain different areas? What would you advise someone to look at when moving to this suburb or this street? This is really like an overview of, hey, this is my city, these are the suburbs. If you're such and such a person, consider this. If you're such and such a person, consider that. It sort of goes hand in hand afterwards with the cost of living videos that we discussed earlier on. You could then also as sort of a spin-off, like start with the overview of all the suburbs, and then as a spin-off, of course, like you could do separate videos on what is it like living in this suburb, what is it like living in that suburb, but make sure that your channel also has where to live in when moving to. Then the next video is, like I said, some of these might seem a little bit counterintuitive. When I say that you have to make cost of living videos on every single suburb in your area, you might be like, that it seems like a lot of work and it's the same thing over and over again, but I'm assuring you it works. Same thing with this one. You're gonna wanna shoot a video that has, as a title, the reasons not to move to plus your city. Like I said, people come to YouTube when they're still very much in that stage of considering making the move. Is it right for me? Where do I wanna move to? And if you can be as transparent as possible with them, they will thank you for that later on. Plus, it's a great video to filter out people who have no real interest in moving to your area. We want to make sure that by the time that people reach out to you, they're convinced about you, your personality, but also the area that they want to move to. We want to avoid you speaking to someone and then a couple of weeks later, them going like, maybe moving to this city isn't right for me. So you want to make sure that your channel sort of offers all the information needed to make that decision before someone reaches out to you. So you want to make a really honest video on all the reasons why someone should not move to your city or should not move to your town. Because let's face it, like no town or city or state is perfect. Like they all have their pros and their cons, as we said. And there are certain reasons that people aren't gonna like it there. That it's not gonna be the right fit. Maybe you've already worked with these people, that you've helped them buy a house 1 year and 2 years later, like this isn't for us. We wanna like move again, help us sell the house. To avoid that, you have to speak to people who aren't sure of, is this place right for me? You want to make sure that all that information is readily available on your YouTube channel already, so that that lead nurturing can already be done on YouTube before these people reach out to you. If you want help creating your YouTube channel, growing on YouTube, generating leads from YouTube, there's a link in the description where you can book a free consultation call with someone on our team, and they will happily walk you through how our agency program can help you do exactly that. In the meantime, make sure that you check the videos over here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who can use this information, and then I will see you next time.